Theory, the brake tester mechanism safely measures a vehicle's maximum braking force while it is at a stop. It includes of an automated weighing mechanism that precisely determines the vehicle's braking effectiveness. The brake tester consists of weighing cells on either side of the machine, as well as a safety roller that detects the presence of a car and checks for tire slippage. The vehicle's wheels are positioned in the middle of the two larger primary rollers when it is being driven onto the brake tester. For best tire protection and to mimic a typical road surface, the brake tester is built with a grade surface. The rollers are automatically turned on and revolve at a preset constant speed when the vehicle details have been entered. The driver then applies the brake to the car, which puts pressure on the motor. As the car slows down, a transducer gauges the braking power applied to each wheel. When computing the difference in percentage form, fluctuation is also measured to provide a healthy balance of braking force between the near and off side wheel. The testers are simple to use and effective.
Hari tu kita tak buat untuk kira tak buat side slip, brake dan kan. Kalau ikutkan semua kita nak buat. Ok, so yang tadi saya dah select lah. Tengok, dia ada side slip, ada weight, ada adherence dengan brake lah. Kita dah select semua, kita balik. Kita buat test lah. So dia ada semua side slip. So linter ni untuk select semua ni buat. Ok, so kita buatkan side slip lah. Nanti tekan F4.
this is the result that we obtained from the lab session, which is all the data are provided in this test summary for adherence, front and rear, brake for front, rear and parking brake. Other than that, we also provide the result for weighting frame for front and rear weight. For brake front axle, we can conclude that the left side are much higher force than the right side. For brake rear axle, we can see that the right side are much higher than the left side up until 5 seconds. For parking brake force, we can see that the right side is much higher than the left side force. We can conclude that the pattern of the graph for three type of result, we can see that the parking brake force and the brake rear axle remain the same pattern of the graph, while the brake front axle is much different between front and rear force. This is the adherence test for front and rear axle. As we can see, for adherence front axle, the pattern of the graph is remain the same value, percent of the left side and the right side. For adherence rear axle, we can see the gap between left and right when it reach 15 Hz. Here the safety regulation during lab session. First of all, wear a lab coat while conducting the lab. Wear shoes that fully cover the feet to protect against spill. Follow the instruction by assistant engineer. Always ensure that the laboratory is clean. Identify the location of first kit and fire extinguisher if there any emergency happens. Understanding the lab rules and regulation before starting the lab session. To answer the first question in discussion, the first question is based on the inspection and observation, why are the brake force left hand and right hand must have a difference of less than 30%. So, according to Malaysian Puspakom regulation, the braking force differential between the left and right hands must be less than 30% to prevent the car from having issues while driving at various speed. Plus, it's for the ideal brake and car handling performance. Furthermore, if the difference in brake force between the left and right hands is greater than 30%, problems may occur throughout the braking process and result in unbalanced brake performance for the vehicle. For question 2, what would happen if adherence difference more than 10%? Usually, adherence problem may coming from the suspension, which is shock absorber. If the adherence difference more than 10%, can lose the ability to control the rate of weight transfer when going around corners. Other than that, uneven tire wear of the vehicle may occur and high possibility of the car lead to accident. Plus, the general problem when the adherence difference more than 10% is steering wheel vibration. To prevent the adherence test below 10%, frequent the inspection of vehicle suspension if there any oil leakage of the shock absorber. Based on the question number 3, I will discuss the brake force result based on roller testing result. For front adherence in left hand and right hand, the different value is only 1%. For rear adherence, we can take a look at left hand is 53% and right hand is 41%, and it remained the 12 different percentage. As we can see, the result for rear adherence is 12% difference percentage, which is not acceptable and should be replaced by the new shock absorber to get the best handling performance. For front brake result, we get the value of left hand is 192 and the right hand is 175. We can see the value is big different. Maybe that is a problem from the right hand brake, which is maybe the oil in the piston decrease, or maybe have rust in the brake rotor, so that the brake on the right hand are not in the good condition. For the rear brake, we can see the value for left hand is 74 and right hand is 79, which is on the acceptable value. And parking brake, we can get the value of both left hand and right hand is 60 and right hand is 79, which is in a good condition too, and no problem may occur to parking brake. In conclusion, we are able to gain knowledge in inspection of vehicle braking condition that include side slip tests, measuring the car weight, adherence tests, and brake tests. Thus, we are able to use RAAV RT009/4SE software. Other than that, the lab activities provide us to measure the condition of vehicle braking system. Lastly, at the end of the laboratory session, we achieve the program outcome, which is ability to plan and conduct experimental investigation of broadly defined problems using data from relevant sources.